Many geopolitical analysts are missing the most obvious truth. Oil isn't just important to military power, oil is military power. So I was a bit surprised watching Nima's interview with Larry C. Johnson, former CIA analyst. Here is Johnson saying how America deals with its enemies.
If the United States suffered just a tenth of what Russia has suffered as a result of attacks on Russian soil by U.S. supplied, funded, and assisted guerrillas, insurgents, or military personnel from, say, Mexico or Canada, the United States would be trying to obliterate them without regard for killing civilians.
I think what he's saying, wouldn't you agree, is that the U.S. will not negotiate any threat to its hegemony. In the same interview, he argues that the U.S. needs to respect Russia, to respect the Putin regime as an equal.
Look, this is very, very simple to fix. All he has to do is say the United States is no longer going to supply any weapons, any financial assistance, no intelligence assistance to Ukraine until Ukraine withdraws from Russian territory. That's number one. Well, that war would come to a screeching halt.
Just because Johnson retired as a CIA analyst doesn't mean he should stop thinking. Without jet fuel, every single plane in every single Air Force would be grounded tomorrow. Fighters, bombers, AWACS, everything. They just sit on the tarmac, totally useless. There's just one source for jet fuel, and that's oil. No oil, no jet fuel, no U.S. Air Force. Ultimately, all oil comes from the ground, and it's only found in real quantities beneath 5% of the Earth's surface. And the oil took millions of years to form. We can't make more of it in a factory. It's a limited supply. And renewables, they're a joke. No solar or wind farm is going to power a Cessna trainer, let alone an F-35. Now, putting Venezuela aside, the biggest oil fields are in the Middle East, Russia, and the United States. Here's the math that determines world power. Middle East plus Russia plus USA equals the 3 oil superpowers. Control any 2, you rule the world. It's that simple. In addition to jet fuel, a superpower military needs diesel for trucks, gasoline for small vehicles, bitumen for runways, etc. Lots of it. Lots and lots and lots of it. Don't believe me? Check your history books. Japan went to war with the U.S. when the U.S. screwed with Japan's oil supply. So, the U.S. will not bow down to Putin ever. American hegemony comes from controlling all oil resources. If you don't have enough oil, you're weak. If your enemy has more oil than you, you're weak. Why Johnson can't see that simple fact that the U.S. ultimately can never allow Russia or China to both get Middle Eastern plus Russian oil is beyond me. That would be game over for the U.S. Why do you think the U.S. is standing by while Israel slaughters Arabs in Gaza? Why do you think the Democrats partly lost the election? Because they wouldn't hold Israel to account. Israel is not America's ally. It's America's oil security guard in the Middle East. Again, one out of these 3 places on Earth a superpower must control to remain a superpower. Oil equals military power, and military power equals oil. So get your head out of your arse, Larry. Ultimately, the U.S. will not play second fiddle to anyone. Russia cannot expand. It's just a matter of time before the U.S. does what it has to do. And Putin is delusional if he believes America can't shape up if it has to. We've been here before. He is delusional if he believes Americans won't fight if Russia begins to win in a real way, threatening the U.S. hegemony. I don't say this as a patriotic American. I say this because what Larry said the first time is true. We have oil. We have an open society that plays to win. Despite Trump, our friendship with Europe and Canada is not going anywhere. So sorry, Larry. When push comes to shove, the U.S. will not let Russia get the final word on Ukraine. Just ain't gonna happen.